talked with our son who was just starting college, and I said how pleased I was that the military draft was no longer in place. His reply was that if war broke out, he would be the first to enlist, not having to be drafted. That should have prepared me for what was to come. As things grew more tense in the Middle East, that is exactly what he did. He joined the U.S. Marine Corps and soon was stationed at 29 Palms in Southern California. In 2003, things reached the boiling point, and his unit was deployed to Kuwait. They were part of the military massing at the Iraqi border that was being prepared for invasion. He would be part of what they call the tip of the spear, the first to go across and the first to potentially get contact with the enemy. The following 2 years brought 2 more calls telling us he was going to be going back to Iraq. During those deployments, he had almost no opportunity to contact us, but we knew from the nonstop television and newspaper reporting that things were improving slightly, but very real daily life-threatening situations were the norm. While on guard duty one night, a vehicle came to take him back to camp. The truck he was in drove in the dark and hit a berm, and all the guys in the car were thrown out. We got a call the next day telling us he was in the hospital with a concussion. My sympathy and fear soon turned to laughter when he told me it was all good. It was all good, more than good. The hospital was air-conditioned. He was in a real bed, and he had clean sheets and fresh food. A resurrection in its own right. During this time, our church was so very supportive. Prayers, calls, and once collecting 50 boxes full of much desired items for our son and his fellow Marines. We felt so grateful to eventually have his term of service conclude, have him back in Minnesota, safe and sound, and enrolled in college. That made the next chapter almost unbelievable. He was to report to a base in Missouri for physical and evaluation that would determine if he was to be redeployed, and if so, to give him his orders. He passed the testing, as we were sure he would, and on the final day of the process, a Sunday, would be getting his final information regarding a place and time to report. In church that morning, we asked our congregation to continue the support they had provided by praying for him again. On our way home, the phone rang. He had met the person who would review his service and results of the last day's evaluation. As he picked up his stamp to make it official, he asked, "I see you've been deployed 3 times, right?" "Yes." "And you're now in college?" "Yes." The stamp came down on the part of the paper that would ensure that he was not deployed. And then, for good measure, he raised it again and stamped the section of the paper that would ensure he would never be deployed again. God is good.